Hello everybody, how are you? Today we'll solve questions from المعاصر book. Talk about definite integration. Look at with me about question number 1. We want to find the result about integration x power 2 dx beginning from a and the end b plus integration from b to a about function y power 2 dy. First, we must add 1 to the power and divide it by the new power. Here it will be x power 3 over 3. Integration this function from a to b plus y power 3 divided by 3 and beginning by b to a. Put x equal b here. It will be b power 3 over 3. Subtract a power 3 over 3 plus put y equal 8 will be e power 3 over 3 subtract by b power 3 over 3, then the result will be equal 0. We can cancel them with us. The result will be 0 about this question. Question number 2. If integration from 2 to 4 about function f of x dx equal 7. Integration from 4 to 2, we can replace them here. Write 2 and 4, 2 to 4, beginning by 2 and the end 4 about this function g of x dx. It will be inverse about the result here. It will be negative 2. Then he won't find the integration from 2 to 4 about 2 multiplication by f of x subtract 3 multiplication g of x subtract by 5 dx. We can distribute it this integration about 3 function here. Write 2 outside here. Integration from 2 to 4 about function f of x subtract, write 3 out here about this function, and we can write dx behind it here. Write dx subtract 3 integration from 2 and 4 g of x dx subtract integration from 2 to 4 about function here 5 constant function dx. He give us the result here was what? The result here was 7. So we can cancel this function. Integration from 2 to 4, it will be 7. 7 times 2 equal 40. And integration from 2 to 4 it will be negative 2. We can write negative times negative equal positive, and 3 times 2 equals 6. And here we can write integration about 5. It will be 5x beginning from 2 to 4. And 14 times 6 equal 20. Subtract by, write 4 times 5 equal 20. Subtract 2 times 5 equal 10. Then the result will be 20 subtract by 10. Then the result will be equal 10 about this example. Choose letter C. Question number 3. If integration from 2 to 5 about function f of x dx equal 4, we want to find integration from 2 to 5, 3 f of x subtract 1 dx equal space. Okay, look at with me about steps here. I will write this question. Integration 2 to 5, 3 multiplication by f of x subtract by 1 dx. We can distribute the integration about 2 function here. Write 3 outside here. From 2 to 5 f of x subtract integration from 2 to 5 about function here constant 1 dx. Okay, and here write dx. We can find the result here. He give us this information. Integration here equal 4. 3 multiplication by 4 subtract. We can find integration about 1. It will be x from 2 to 5. 3 times 4 equal 12. Write 5 here. Subtract by 2. Then the result will be 12. Subtract by 3. It will be equal 9. So the result will be equal 9 about this example. Okay. Choose letter A. Question number 4. If f is continuous function on the interval 2 and 7, then the integration from 2 to 7 f of x dx plus integration 7 to 4 f of x dx equal space. We want to find the integration with the interval from 2 to 7. He give us integration from 2 to 7 here. plus 7 to 4. We have 4 here. Okay, we want to find integration about this function 7 f of x dx plus integration from 7 to 4 about this function, the same function here. We can replace the integration and change the sign here, so we can write 2 to 7 f of x dx subtract by integration from 4 to 7 f of x dx. It will be what? We know integration from 2 to 7 to 7 here, and subtract from 4 to 7. It will be what? It will be integration from 2 to 4 f of x dx. Okay, so the result will be what? The result will be letter C. Understood? We can cancel this part from interval here. So the result about this example, it will be interval from 2 to 4 about this function. It's meaning integration about this function. So the result will be letter what? Letter A. Question number 5. If f is a continuous function on R and integration from -1 to 3 f of x dx equals 7, integration from 5 to 3 f of x dx equals -11, then he won't find integration about -1 to 5 about this function equal space. Okay, we can arrange all the result ascending order from least to greatest number. Here we have -1 and 3 and 5. Okay, he give us integration from -1 to 3 about this function. It will be 7, the result here, and from 5 to 3, look at here, he give us 5 to 3 equal -11. Then the integration from 3 to 5, it will be inverse about this sign here, it will be 11. So we can find the result about -1 to 5, 7 plus 11 equal 18. Then the integration from -1 to 5 about this function f of x dx, it will be equal 18. Choose letter B. Okay, understood? The integration will be what? Equal 18. Letter B. Question 6. If integration from 1 to 4 about function of x dx plus integration from 2p to 8 dx equal integration from 1 to 8 dx. It's continuous. Okay. Then 2b here, it will be equal what? Equal 4. Okay. Then b equal 2. Understood? Look at here, he give us this integration from 1 to 4 and from 2b to 8. He adds them. The result will be from 1 to 8. So it will be what? 2b will be equal 4, then b will equal 2. Understood? The result will be letter A. Question 7. If f is an even function and is continuous interval from -4 to 4, and the result about integration equal to 20, he want to find what? Integration from -4 to 2 about this function. Okay, look at this information. He give us the integration from -4 to 4 about this function f of x dx was what? Was 20. Then integration from 0 to 4 about this function, it will be equal 20. Understood? He give us from -4 to 4, it will be what? 20. Then the result here from -4 to 0 equal 10, and interval from 0 to 4, it will be 10. 10 plus 10 equal 20. Understood this information? So the integration from 0 to 4, it will be 10, because he tell us his function is even. Understood? You know, an even function like this, integration from -4 to 420, then the integration from 0 to 4, it will be what? 10, and integration from -4 to 0 equal 10. Okay, okay, and he give us the integration from 0 to about function f of x dx equal 6. He want to find the integration from -4 to 2 about this function f of x dx. We can distribute this function right from -4 to 0 and 0 to 8 them. We can write from -4, okay, right from -4 to 0 about this function f of x dx plus integration from 0 to what? To the end here, about integration to 0, -4 to 0, because we have the integration from -4 to 0 equal 10, okay, and integration from 0 to 2, he give us the result here was 6 about this function, the same function here in this example, okay, 10, the result about this function will be 10, and integration about this function was 6, 10 plus 6 equal 16, the result will be equal 16. Choose letter C. Question 8. If f is an odd function and continuous on R from -6 to 4, f of x dx equal -3, integration from 0 to 6 f of x dx equal 11, we want to find the integration from 0 to 4 f of x dx. He give us information odd function. It's meaning what? You remember this function when we want to draw the function odd here, the image about this point here, it will be inverse about the image about this point. Then we have here integration from -6, or this example, from -6 to 4 f of x dx equal -3. Then the integration, we have here -6 and this 4, okay, -6 to 0 or -6 to 4, it will be -3. Then the integration about this function, it will be inverse the sign here, not equality. We want to find the integration from -6 to 4, the result will be -3, but if you inverse them, the integration will be +3 here. Okay, look at here about -6 to 4, and he give us the integration from 0 to 6 about this function f of x dx was 11. We want to find the integration from 0 to 4 about this function. It will be what? Okay, we can write the greatest function here from -6 to 4, right? -6 to 4 f of x dx. We can write the integration from -6 to 0 f of x dx plus integration from 0 to 4 f of x dx. He give us this information f of x equal 11, but it's the inverse from 0 to 6, not equality about -6 to 0. It will be inverse about the sign here, it will be -11, because they give us information odd function. Odd function, it's meaning the integration from 0 to 6, 0 to 6, it will be inverse about integration from -6 to 0. From 0 to 6, it will be what? 11. So the integration from -6 to 0, this part, it will be what? -11. So we must write here -11. Plus integration from 0 to 4, I want it, this result. And -6 to 4, he give us the result here, -3. We can write -3 outside here. -3 equal -11 plus space. We can add here 8. So the result will be 8. Because 8 plus -11 equal -3. Understood? He tell us this function is odd. So the integration from -6 to 0, it will be inverse about the result about integration from 0 to 6. He give us integration from 0 to 6 about this function equal 11. Then the integration from -6 to 0, it will be what? -11. The inverse about integration, because it's odd. Question 9. If f is an even continuous function interval from -3 to 3, integration from -3 to 3 about function equal 20. Integration about function from 0 to 2 equal 8. we want to find integration from 2 to 3 about this function f of x. Okay, he give us this information. We have even function. Even function, its meaning was integration from -3 to 3 about this function f of x dx. He give us 20, so the integration from -3 to 0 about this function, it will be equal about 0 to 3 about this function, equality 20 divided by 2 equal 10. Okay, and he give us integration from 0 to 2 equal 8, and integration from 0 to 2 about this function equal 8. We want to find from 2 to 3. Okay, look at here. If we draw the straight line here and write the interval beginning from -3 and the end from 3, he give us this information, and I will draw this function -3 to 0. Write 0 here, integration here, the integration here equal 10, result 10, and from 0 to 3 equal 10, from 0 to 3 equal 10. Okay, and what? He give us this information from 0 to 2 here was 8. We want to find what? Integration from 2 to 3 of function. It will be what? 10 minus 8 equal 2. Then the result here will be equal to, because 10 minus 8 equal 2. Understood? This part from 0 to 3, the result integration here equal 10, and from 0 to 2 equal 8, then 8 plus 2 equal 10. Then the result here will be to integration about the function from 2 to 3 about the function f of x equal to, letter B. Question 10. The function f is an even continuous function on interval from -k to k, integration from 0 to k f of x dx equal to, and then the integration from -k to k f of x subtract 2x dx equal space. We can distribute this function here, but we must know this information. The function is even. Okay, don't forget this information. From -k to k, f of x subtract 2x dx equal space. We can distribute the integration about this function here. We can write integration from -k to k f of x dx subtract 2 integration from -k to k x dx. He give us this information. Okay, from 0 to k equal to, then from -k to k it will be 4. Why? Because it's even number. It's even. The integration from 0 to k it will be 2. Then from -k to k it will 2 plus 2 it will be 4. Okay, the integration from -k to k it will be 4, because the integration from 0 to k equal to about this function f of x dx. Subtract by 2, put x here, integration will be x power 2 over 2 from -k to k, and then the result will be 4. Subtract 2 multiplication, k power 2 subtract 2 subtract by -k power 2, it will be k power 2 over 2, it will be 0 times 2 equals 0. 4 subtract by 0, the result will be equal 4. Choose the letter C. Question 11. If integration from 1 to 3 about function equal 5, integration from 3 to 4 about this function equal 2, integration from 2 to 4 about this function equal 6, we want to find integration from 2 to 1 about this function. We must replace this point about straight line here and arrange descending or ascending order as you like, from left to hand side to right hand side, ascending. Right here from interval here, beginning the least number here 1. We have 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and 5. From 1 to 3, the result integration 5. From 3 to 4, the integration equal 2. From 2 to 4 equal 6. 2 to 4 equals 6. Okay, and you want to find what? The integration from 2 to 1. You want to find this integration. Okay, we know the integration from 2 to 4 equals 6, and from 1 to 4 it will be equal what? 5 plus 2 equals 7. We must add them, so this integration equals 7. Then the integration from 1 to 2, 7 minus 6 equal 1, because 1 plus 6 equals 7. Okay, we have here 1 and 4 and 2, we give us 1, 2 and 2 to 4, 6, and it was 7. 7 minus 6 equal 1. Then the integration, in this example, we want to find integration from 2 to 1. The inverse about 1, it will be negative 1. dx equal negative 1. The result will be negative 1 about this example. Choose letter D. Question 12. Integration from 2 to 10 plus from 8 to 11 plus 10 to 8 equal 9. Okay, I will replace the point or straight line, arrange them from least to greatest. Right here 2 and 8 and 10 and 11. 2 plus 10 plus 8 plus 11 plus 8 plus 11 plus 10 plus 8, plus 10 plus 8, integration from 10 to 8, all the result here equal 9. We want to find the integration from 2 to 11. Integration 2 to 11, f of x dx, it will be integration from 2 to 8 plus integration from, complete with me, 8 to 10 plus integration from 10 to 11. He give us this example. Look at here, 2 to 10. We can add them here. It will be 2 to 10 because 8 continuous between them. It will be 2 to 10 f of x dx plus from 10 to 11, 10 to 11, 10 to 11. Okay, where 11 here, 11 here, 10 to 11 of x dx. It's continuous, and it will be what we can write: 2 to 10 subtract 10 to 8. It will cancel this part here. It will be get the continuous from 2 to 11 f of x dx. The same result, it will be 9. So the integration from 2 to 11, it will be equality, the result about the sum about 3 part here, because for integration from 8 to 10, it will be 8 to integration from 10 to 8, the inverse about them. The result will be here 0. This part we can cancel this part here. Okay, because 2 to 10 plus 8 to 11, it will be 2 to 11, because the integration from 2 to 10, it will be 8 to the inverse. This part from 10 to 8 will be 0. So it's equality from 2 to 11 in the same step, in one part. Or I can solve this example by the information about this example. I will solve this example by another step. We have here 2 and 8 and 10 and 11. Okay, he give us the integration from 2 to 10 plus 8 to 11. Okay, look at here, integration from 2 to 10 plus 8 to 11 plus integration from 10 to 8. Okay, look at here, 2 to 10 here, and 8 to 10 or 8 to 11, this part, also this part here, and 10 to 11, 10 to 8 here. 10 to 8, we can cancel this part. I can write 2 to 10, it will be cancel this integration and write 2 to 8 plus 8 to 10. Okay, and we have 8 to 10 here and 10 to 8, we can cancel them. Then the result will be integration from 2 to 8 plus integration from 8 to 11, and we will add them. The result will be 2 to 11. It will be equal what? Equal 9, because the result here will 9, and he won't find integration from 2 to 8. Understood? It's a very easy information to solve this example. Again, he give us integration from 2 to 8 plus 8 to 10 plus 8 to 11 plus 8, 10 to 8 equal 9. And I replaced here this part 2 to 10, write 2 to 8 plus 8 to 10. I cancel the first integration and write equality 2 to 8 plus 8 to 10. And we have the two integration inverse here. We can cancel integration from 8 to 10 and 10 to 8, we can cancel them because the integration from 10 to 8 is the inverse about integration about 8 to 10. We can either them. The result will be 0. 0 plus 2 to 8 plus 8 to 11 will be 2 to 11. The result will be equal 9. So the result will be equal 9 about this function. Okay, it's the second method to solve this example. Question 13. If integration from 0 to 3 about function equal 5, then the integration from 0 to 2 about this function plus 2 to 3 about this function equals base. Okay, first we will write the integration from 0 to 2 about this function 1 plus f of x dx plus integration from 2 to 3 f of x dx. We can write integration from 0 to 2 1 dx plus integration from 0 to 2 f of x dx plus integration from 2 to 3 f of x dx. He give us this information from 0 to 3. From 0 to 3 equal 5. We can add them, this integration. It will be what? The integration from 0 to 2 and 2 to 3, it will be 0 to 3 f of x dx. And integration here, it will be x from 0 to 2. He gave us this result in this example equal 5, and we can add here 2 subtract by 0 plus 5. The result will be equal 7. Choose letter B. If the continuous function on R interval from -1 to 7 about this function f of x subtract to x dx equal 22, then the integration from -1 to 7 2 times f of x dx equal what? First you can find the integration from -1 to 7 about function f of x here and put the result in this question. Okay, look at here, I will write this information first, such that integration from -1 to 7 about f of x dx. I distributed the function here, integration -2 multiplication from -1 to 7 about x dx. Okay, and the integration from -1 to 7 f of x dx, put it here, negative, here give us the result equal 22. Okay, and the integration about this function, it will be 2 multiplication by x power 2 divided by 2 from -1 to 7 equal 22. Then the integration from -1 to 7 f of x dx, it will be 22 plus this integration. This integration, it will be what? Put 7 here, it will be 7 power 2, 49 over 2, subtract 1 over 2. It will be 22 plus 2 multiplication by right half height common factor between them, and 49 minus 1 equal 48. Cancel them. The result will be 22 plus 48 equal 70. Then the integration from -1 to 7 f of x dx equal what? 70. Okay. Then we can find the question. Here he asked about integration. Look at here. Integration about this function. I will distribute the integration, right? -1 to 7 to f of x plus integration from -1 to 7 x dx. I have the result here, 70 times 2, right, 2 outside here, multiplication by the result here about integration 70, subtract, it will be x power 2 over 2 from -1 to 7. Okay, 2 times 70 equal what? Equal 140. Subtract by 7 power 2, 49 over 2, subtract by half, it will be 140, subtract half multiplication by 49, subtract by 1, 48, 140 subtract 24, it will be 10 minus 4 equals 6, 3 minus 2 equal 1, write 1 behind it, and the result will be 116. Choose letter A. Look at the sign here was positive. Okay, it was positive here. Then the result will be 164. Choose letter B. Okay, letter B, because it was 8. You want to find the sum between the result about integration, 8 plus, okay, it will be 140 plus 24 equal 164. Question 15. If the curve of the function f is symmetric about the straight line x equal 3 and integration from 1 to 5 f of x dx equal 18 and integration from 3 to 6 f of x dx equal 14, then the integration from 1 to 6 f of x dx equal space. Okay, in this example we have the line symmetry from 1 to 5, from 1 to 5, and x symmetry about x equal 3, x equal 3 here. The curve, it will be 18 from 1 to 5, such that here symmetry from 1 to 5. Okay, he give us the integration from 1 to 5 equal 18, then the integration from 1 to 3 about this function, it will be equal integration from 3 to 5 about the same function. It will be equal what? 9. 18 divided by 2 equal 9. And the integration from 3 to 6 equal 14. Where 6? 6 here. From 3 to 6, 3 to 6, this part equal 14. He want to find the integration from 1 to what? He give us the first information from 1. Okay, it's 1. From 1 to 5, 18, it's 9, and it's 9. And from 3 to 6 equal 14. 14 minus 9 equal 5. Equal 6. Sorry, 6 plus 9 or 5. 5. Okay, this is 5. He won't find the integration from 1 to 6. 1 to 6, we must add them. 9 plus 9 plus 5. 9 plus 9 plus 5. It will be 14. 18 plus 5 equal 23. Understood? Okay, I will explain this example again. Okay, look at here. I will explain this example again to no steps. Okay, he give us this information: line symmetry x equal 3. X equal 3. Its symmetry about this function from 1 to 5. From 1 to 5 equal what? Equal 18. We can distribute 18 here, 9 and 9, because its line symmetry about this straight line x equal 3. Okay, 9 and 9. And integration from 3 to 6. 3 to 6 here, this integration equal 14. 14 equal 9 plus 6. Or 5, sorry, 9 plus 5. So the integration from 1 to 6 here, it will be 9 plus 9 plus 5. 18 plus 5 equal 23. Understood? This is the result. It's very easy. You must draw in a straight line to know the steps about this problem. Okay? Look at here. From 1 to 5 and 3 here. We have here 9 and here equality 9. 18 divided by 2 equal 9. And from 5 to 6 he give us the integration from 3 to 6, this part. The integration from 3 to 6 equal 14. 14 equal 9 plus 5. So the integration from 1 to 6, 9 plus 9 plus 5 equal 23.